It's about time you showed up to work.
You're the content thief.
Content thief. No, I didn't create this content.
Yeah, but you're taking it.
Here I am.
What do you want me to say? I'm an idiot. There you go.
Oh, for God's sake, somebody help me. Well, we're here at my brother's today because obviously you've probably seen on the internet he's broken something else. And as usual, I'm told to be here 10 o'clock in the morning. Make sure you're here. Yeah, you guessed it. There ain't a live human being here. The birds are doing more work. Yep. Nothing like opening somebody else's shop because they're still in bed. Well, it's broken. Yeah, destruction everywhere. Good grief. Yep, this is Foobarred 2. Let's get that off there. Yeah, I was supposed to have a new camera guy. And I asked him for a resume, he never responded. And then he never showed up this morning, so. Yep, the important things have been done. Good grief. Yeah, I pre-staged this hubcap because I gotta hold the phone and take the hubcap off. Good grief. Bear with me, folks. Let's see here. Yeah, propping my phone up on the shelves so I can get a shot. Glad I got that cameraman that was supposed to be here today. He's gonna help me film his mess. Now this brim's been loose before. The holes are wallered out. Well, last night when I stopped by, Kenny pointed something out that this side was making noises. So, let's see what it is. I'm gonna pretend like I don't already know. There's only so many things that can go wrong in an instance like this. All pieces. Parking brake stuff. There's no brakes left on it. It's gonna give a car away with no brakes on it. Yep, brake nail failure. Well, diagnosis is done. Yep. We're gonna need a crush sleeve, a nut, and a seal. Other than that, everything looks alright. So, the gyration's going out. Looks like it pulled the threads on the nut. Wallered the crush sleeve. The bearing, I mean, it really looks fine. I don't see anything wrong there. Splines here are okay. Seal surface, average. That's reusable. As for the brakes, brake nail pulled through the plate, sprung that loose, let the brake drum fall apart. Everything fell apart inside the brake drum. I don't know what caused that, but you know. Guard. It's about time you showed up to work.
You're the content thief.
Content thief? No, I didn't create this content.
Yeah, but you're taking it.
Here I am.
All right, what's the grand plan here? What's going on?
Well, you sheared off a brake nail and your brakes are gone. So I ordered brake shoes and hardware kit. That'll take care of those issues. Then your rear end, the yoke was loose. So I checked the yoke out. It's fine. Although the nut, the threads are pulled. And then the crush sleeve is whopper jawed. So I'd say you're gonna need a crush sleeve.
How do you figure the threads are pulled?
Look at them. Yeah, they're not happy.
Yeah.
So the bearing is fine.
And how did you come to that conclusion?
I looked at it. It's right there. See?
USA.
Well, there's that.
That's why it's okay.
Well, I actually looked for marks and stuff on the ball rollers.
Why'd you take the crush sleeve out?
Because you got to replace it every time I take that nut off. It's what sets the preload. You had 0 preload when I got here. 0.
Yeah, I don't doubt that.
Yeah.
Look, I didn't know that the drive shaft wasn't going to last.
Wait a minute.
What?
I believe you got a warning before you even left.
Yeah.
What did Thomas is the one that warned you all.
Of all people, young Thomas.
And let me guess, you did to him what you always do to me. Blah, 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 blah. Boom. Smooth move.
What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? I'm an idiot. There you go. There's your clip.
At least after 20-some years, you can admit it. Next thing is brake shoe nails. Go here and here. Bring this assembly up. This gets frustrating here, trying to fit all this together, but it's the best way to do it. You get that in there. You try to line your brake shoe nails up, line your piston up, and let it clamp in on itself. And then, yeah, that annoying shit happens. Yeah, that annoying shit happens. Hold on. All right, now they got this in. I like to get this clip in here. Oh, if you don't drop it, it's always better. Next thing is getting this clip in here. For God's sakes. Again, it's super annoying, but there. Now that's done. The next thing is this in here. And the next thing is get this spring in. Be a pain. Then make sure you put this in, that's super important. Just keep the brake shoes in place. Where did my other spring go? And then the next thing I do, now I use antique brake spring tools because they're just designed better. These are for stuff from say mid 40s to early 50s. And I like to use these because they're just designed better. They slip the springs on more. The cheap Chinese ones suck, but you'll see here in a minute. All I gotta do now put this on here. Oh, damn it. As you can see, they're a pain in the butt. There. Grab your other one. Oh, well. Don't forget. This brake rod here. Parking brake. Oh. This spring goes down, holds it on there. Yep. Now I can put that spring on. Once I figured out what I did with it. Okay, the last thing I gotta do here is put this spring on. And voila! Rear drums made easy. Not really. They're still frustrating as hell. What? Hey, I'm gonna tell Kenny, just tell him thank you.
For what?
for helping when he gets here. I'm going to the farm to straighten out the father messes up there. Get me my parts. Grief. Well, this is the day after the giveaway, and well, the dad messes ended up being bigger than I thought, so it's going to be its own separate video. So then last night before I left, after the live for the giveaway, I started talking to Kenny about my brother's AC. Now originally I found some O-rings leaking. I put them together and I thought, well, we'll vac it down and let him run it around for a bit and see what happens. Well, it started leaking again from somewhere else. This time it was the high pressure side on his AC. So me and Kenny tore it apart, and then I found ugliness. So yeah, I haven't heard nothing out of him this morning, but I gotta go up and get Billy's oil change stuff from Chumps over here for the camper and get it ready so when they leave. So that's what we're doing right now, and then I'm sure it's gonna lead into the Malibu debacle. Oh yeah, just before they're getting ready to leave for a race. And guess what? I haven't heard from nobody, and it's about noon. Help. You'll all be proud of me, no seatbelt dinging. Oh no. Driveway's plugged. Well, now I gotta change oil on Billy's new Sleaze Palace. Slowest thing he owns. Oh, red. That's different. We better get some pictures for Chump Hole. Knock, knock, Chump. You better have my stuff ready.
What?
Ain't you done yet?
Well,
Good
I told
God.
you if we waited long enough, I'd get slain.
Oh my God. You got all my first load done.
It's almost. We're just going to go get the oil in the back, so you're going to do that.
Oh, yeah. Great. Self-serve at Chumps.
Yep.
Maybe if your monkeys would show up to work.
Well, that would be a plus.
Yeah. We have some warranties to discuss here, Chump.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
My brother's AC.
Okay.
You know, he put all that new stuff on there.
Well, yeah. All that fancy stuff.
Yeah. What did I say about that compressor?
Well, that was a pretty small compressor.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was set up to go through the stuff that was going to go.
You mean go through my brother? Let's just be specific.
Well, it's going through some stuff, so.
My brother. Just be specific. It's going through my brother.
No, it's. Yeah.
Instead of your factory Chump pump, we got new micro pump, and micro pump doesn't like 6,500 RPM all the time.
Yeah. Let it do grenade itself.
Well, so far I got gray slime throughout the whole system, and I ran a magnet over it, so it's all aluminum.
Yeah, that's not good.
So I have a feeling it's expanding and chewing the pump housing up.
So William laid its tongue out.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, he's leaving in like 24 hours.
Oh, so now what are we gonna do? What I don't understand what the warranty.
Well, your
thing.
Well, failed. The high pressure
with
side.
warranty, and then we went to
the high
compressors.
Yeah, well, the high pressure side line failed, so.
Well, how to do that?
Because the orifice was plugged.
Oh, okay. Well, that's got nothing to do with the hose. That's just because it was filled with goop. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I tried.
Yeah,
Sorry, William.
Yeah. Well,
No warranty for you.
not today.
Down. Well, I still need you to remake this crap.
Oh, well, we can do that.
No,
I've
well,
got
here.
the technology. Well, would you bring one with you? Oh.
I bought the one we discussed that was too short,
You're right.
which you're supposed to have the fittings for that, and then yeah, I need a new
I
one.
didn't know that one was going to be a thing. So
That's the high pressure side.
oh boy,
Kablooey.
kablooey. Perfect.
It's leaking here.
Is it? Huh. It must have been on a stretch, on a stress. Must have been
Oh,
too
it
tight.
was stressed. The little pump does pump good.
Who measured all that stuff for me?
That was Tanner.
Oh, well, I made it to the specs.
Yeah. Well, there wasn't much of a specker.
Yeah, evidently not. Oh, and this was a, we're gonna have to, yeah, that was part of a.
Oh yeah, it leaked there too.
Yeah, that thing's, hell, it's pulling the thing out of it. Oh, lordy. Oh, lordy. We had to cut that old one up and, oh God. We have to start all over again.
Yep.
Well.
Hey, you need
Let's
to
get out.
chop. Come on.
Yeah.
They're waking up, so
Oh.
we got to start moving.
All right. We'll get on this thing.
Good
You'll
grief.
have to help me.
Oh no. There goes my day.
Yeah. You're gonna have to help me. All right.
Hey, I don't
Yeah, it's the one that I did.
I don't get no deals around here.
Yeah, well, you're the
What's
guy
all
that
this
wanted to-
dealing?
What?
What's all this dealing?
Well, he's wanting to buy all my miracle. He's got evidently a big hole.
Big league.
So, a big lead. So he's pulling one of your tricks.
No, it ain't my trick. I have a welder.
Yeah. What? No,
I weld
No,
things.
I'm talking about wanting to get the price down a little bit. Buying in
Oh.
bulk.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
because I
so
can't sit down half the time.
That's not my fault.
You're the exact reason. So what you're telling me is this is all custom here.
That's
Because this was all together when I started with the last time I had to come here and deal with this.
Yeah. It was all one hose, and we had to disassemble it and then reassemble it.
So this was original part, then you
Yeah.
made this
Yeah.
to adapt to that,
Yeah,
to adapt to
yeah,
this,
yeah,
to adapt to that, to
right.
adapt to this, to adapt to
right.
that, and then
Right. Yeah, we had to get right on down the line. So.
I really don't know how I become part of the process of creating parts, but good grief. I don't know how I got involved in re-engineering your parts, but here I am.
You're gonna have to help me with this.
What?
We're gonna have to help me.
Help you
You're
with
gonna have to
what?
Hold something. You're gonna have to hold something here. See, look. It's like, ooh,
Oh
until I get
my
her chucked in the.
Jesus. Good grief. Just worry about one step at a time.
You're getting kind of pushy.
You're trying to worry about every angle when you're trying to do one joint. Just worry about that joint and then work on the next joint.
I'm starting to get stressed out.
I got stuff to do. I got a video to post and you're holding me up.
And you got a phone call.
Oh, great.
He's got a phone call.
I got a phone call.
Squeeze it. Squeeze it all.
Squeeze.
It's just like I want to do to my brother's neck. Still gonna need a condenser.
What's that?
You're still gonna need a
well,
condenser.
Right.
Which brought me to the Napa warehouse first thing in the morning to try to find his condenser, which, yeah, that's fun. Hoskinson? Well, it's blowing cold
That's good. Cold is good.
for now.
Yeah.
He went to go out and test his double shot of nitrous, so it'll
Oh.
probably come back in pieces.
Well, I hope not.
Yeah, I hope
Surely.
not too.
had a lot too much destruction over there working. You can't do that.
Yeah, I
gotta
can.
let him
Because he's
do
just
it.
going to destroy something else with it.
Oh, well, isn't that what
Biscayne's
racing?
back together, at least on my end. The rear end's tied together. I set the preload on the bearing, so that's all should be good. I got to put new brakes on it. That should be good. And then my brother's Malibu, we'll see. It's bad when you grenade a pump, and then the parts we got before, the last time the pump grenaded and filled the whole system full of metal filings, we was lucky enough that somebody had a condenser in stock, and accumulator in stock, and everything in stock, and this time not so much, especially with the time frame that I had to try to get the AC working so my brother doesn't sweat to death on the starting line. So, but we got it back together. It seems to be working. Me and Kenny flushed out the condenser and did the best we could to get it going. Last time I talked to him, it was blowing cold and there was no problem, so we'll see how that goes. So I'm sure they'll be headed to Rockingham here any minute. I had to get out of there because I got stuff to do at the farm, and I have to get this video edited. I had to cut short on some things on it, but I've also got another video on the farm stuff coming up, so I'm actually editing 2 videos at the same time. And my buddy Troy comes in and he gives me a hand with some of the editing. He's helping me with the farm video right now, and then this one I'm just going to release it because it's got to get out there. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and stay tuned because the farm video is coming out next. You guys all have a good one. Thank you.